morning I have asked for our practitioners to join me in delivering our message this morning. And so I'd like to call up our elder stateswoman. To share with you, and our giving and our sharing is coming from the gift that keeps giving. So with that, I'm calling Deborah Ford, please, to come and share with us. Please give her a hand.
I think that compliment, actually I strong-armed her. And asked to be first because I said I'm nervous, and this way I get to say it before everybody else says it, because I know everybody's going to say the same thing. Reverend Sheila is pure love. So I said I'm going to cheat and use my little senior status. I mean that in years. Well, actually both years. I guess I am both. But I'm a charter member, so that's what I pulled on Reverend Twana. So when Reverend Twana asked us to do this, and I was the one that created the Constant Contact to God, and the theme being the gift that keeps on giving. And I thought, what's pretty obvious, the gift that keeps on giving is the gift of love. And the more I thought about it, I came and I realized it's unconditional love. That's what Reverend Sheila gave us, and one of the practitioners said that in the prayer circle this morning. Carolyn Mix refers to unconditional love as conscious love. It's the kind of love which makes a heart a universal instrument of goodness without private agendas. To be unconditional love as a value in your life is a choice that takes intention and it takes courage. It is to love everyone without assumptions, expectations, or conditions or limits. And what came to me was that is what Reverend Sheila did. That is who she was. Unconditionally loving everyone exactly where they were. Accepting everyone exactly who they are. And sometimes you go like, really? She was just there for everyone. You never heard her criticize anyone. I never heard her. And in being the person that she was, I realized she dropped seeds of love in this community. She created a community of love, a community that is totally bonded. I often say that I have never heard any type of backbiting, infighting, yak talk in this community. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it is not an invasive, pervasive attitude here. The bond of love, the community that she has established, is one that is open, that is loving, that is accepting, that is joy-filled. Reverend Sheila's fun. She liked to have fun. And she planted, I think Reverend Twana talked about that, the seeds she planted. She planted these seeds of love in this community. And now she's nurtured us to the point that we're little buds. But now it's time for us to grow. Because she made the decision that it was time for us to go, for her to move on. And what I know is that we are not this body. And I am so aware that as I saw Reverend Sheila in her last week, she knew that she was ready to move on. And I saw love in her eyes that I've never, well, there's only one other, was my parents. Unconditional love. It was her last week. She was joy-filled. She was peace-filled. She had nothing but love coming from her. And I know and realize that we are so much more than this body. And we are the energy of love. And she has created this community for us to move forward. I always have dreams of people who have moved on. And I know they're not dreams of people. I know they're the people that have moved on in my dream. And Reverend Sheila, came to me. And I will say it that way because I believe it's that way. And we were in this room, and we were sweeping this room. And all these people were outside. And I said, Reverend Sheila, they're wanting to get in here. She says, we have work to do. We still have to clean up. And it came to me in meditation. I thought, Reverend Sheila saying, this community, we have work to do. Because there are people who want to get in here. We have a message to give. Reverend Sheila created us, birthed us 16 years ago, decided that she had done what she needed to do, and now it's our turn to take up the mantle. And so it is.
Thank you, Deb. Yes. And I'd like to call forth our second speaker of the morning, and she is the one who keeps everybody on their toes, keeps us going, keeps us moving, making sure we don't sleep, get out of the sanctuary. Calista Dorsey.
Good morning. It's those early morning meditations that I forget everybody's not up at 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning. I'm just honored to be able to do this. I thank you, Reverend Tawana, for having this creative thought. But I want to make sure that I honor the time. So I wrote what I wanted to say. That would make me I ain't feeling no love right now. I'm not even gonna look at certain eyes and say, okay. In all seriousness, she did like the party. The lady could bop, the lady could cha-cha, take off her shoes and step up on the floor. That's what I remember. I remember her being Reverend Sheila, but I also remember her being Sister Sheila. I gotta tell you about the date I had last night. And I said, oh, I can't tell you, Reverend Sheila, because you're Reverend. She said, no, baby, come here. This is Sister Sheila. Let me know what happened. So that's what I know about Reverend Sheila, Sister Sheila. I met Reverend Sheila in 2002 by sitting in a service on a Sunday morning. The first thing I remember is that she stated that I was whole, perfect, and complete. The words were meant for everyone because of the oneness that we are all created by spirit. But I felt it was only the two of us in the space at that time. I am sure everyone has felt and can relate to that kind of moment because that is how she always made you feel. But I can, right today, sum it up by sharing an experience where I was able to release many fears on various levels because of her taking the time to listen to me. I created a poem and decided to share. I had so much fear that my heart kept beating so fast. Wonderful talent performing before me, but I was to come up on the stage after Jayola's daughter had sung. Now, you have heard Jayola, and some have been blessed to hear her daughter. During her performance, I said to myself, I have to follow her. More fear until I heard her voice. There is no competition. Reverend Sheila has shared those same words with me many times in a conversation and during classes. I read my creation, a spoken words, standing ovation, clapping, people later asking for copies of what I had written. I started crying, walking over to Reverend Sheila. I felt, I can't believe I said to her that they liked it. I felt the energy when she stated, yes, you can. Knowing and understanding, as I did many times in her company, another lesson: you only compete with yourself in order to go deeper in understanding who you are. Today, when I doubt myself, I still hear her voice, yes, you can. As I continue to cherish this relationship, it allows me to recognize the gift that continues to give. I was inspired by many moments of her listening to me. She prepared me to get Sunday messages when I had no idea I could, but she did. I continue to receive from the gift that keeps giving, reminding me, as she would say, project your voice, speak what you know, speak the truth. Because Reverend Sheila's gift that serves as a reminder to recognize my fears by going deeper. I continue to process in order to release many fears. I also try to encourage others to step up and do the same. So many of my secrets she has taken with her. She also encouraged me. She told me, there are no secrets. Spirit is always there. Spirit always hears you. I believe her today. It allows me to be transparent. It allows me to show you who I am when I'm vulnerable, because I know that you all love me, because Reverend Sheila said so. So one day when I decided that I knew who a wayshower really is, not the one my grandmother told me about in the stories, not Jesus the Christ, that was my grandma's wayshower. That's who she learned from. And I blessed and still remember those moments when Reverend Sheila would step in and talk to me. She was my way shower. She was the one that taught me to go within and be proud of who I am. So during that time, in one of those meditation moments, the thought came to me how she listened. So I wrote these words. Now I'd like you just to close your eyes and just remember the moments that she listened to you. Today, the voices are loud. They express opinions. I listen. Today, you express sadness. Your words represent how you feel today. I listen. What is it that you cannot see the firmament truth? What is it that you cannot see love? What is it that you cannot see compassion? I listen. Today, you express sadness. There is more to this experience called life. The first breath is a gift. The first smile is a gift. The first laughter from the depth of your life experience. I listen. But your words are loud, expressing how you feel, with no thoughts of what you co-created. But I listen. Go within that quiet space, the space of silence, where spirit is the foundation, where the softness and the gentleness of spirit speaks. I listen. I feel like a breeze. It's like the sunshine. It feels like the singing of a bird. I listen. It's what spirit has created. I am because spirit is, created to feel love. I listen and I speak. I feel the power, the strength in the word love, compassion. It's unconditional. It does not hurt. It feels like touching the fingertips of a newborn baby. It's a representation of the manifestation of all that God has created. I am flowing in the knowingness of the oneness. I listen. You speak, knowing the truth of who you are, who I am. I know you. You are a part of my spiritual path that I have chosen. You came because I had expectation of many lessons, a representation of God, an instrument of the Creator. I listen, knowing that you are God. You speak, knowing that you are God, God in the flesh of humanness. Step out of the shadow, step into the light, beaming from that heart space. Reverend Sheila always listened. I still hear her speak to me. It allows me to go further, deeper, take that deep dive, knowing that she is always with me and she is always with you. I love you. Reverend Sheila loves you. And she always told the truth. And so it is.